Hello viewers and welcome to the GonzoEwok channel. I am Gonzo.
I'm Ewok.
And today we're going to be playing some Rogue Legacy by Cellar Door Games, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep, that seems right. I'm reading the bottom of the screen.
You're pointing at the bottom of the screen, but nobody can see it. But yeah, Rogue Legacy, Cellar Door Games.
Okay then, so what we're going to do, I've had a little bit of experience in this game previously. I know it's been around a good bit of time now.
Well, that character there you see on slot 1, the level 143 character, that's mine. I've reached the final boss. I've never beat the final boss. But I'm not the one playing this.
Yep.
It's Gonzo that's going to be playing this one. I'm going to be just here as his faithful sidekick to provide a second voice to the commentary.
Yep, we figured that it's been a little bit of time since I've been on the controls after all of my bitching and insulting of yourself on the Kerbal videos. I think it's about time you can get some payback.
Absolutely, and this is the perfect game to get a bit payback with because there will be a lot of dying.
Yeah. Off that, I'm not a particularly great player of Rogue Legacy. I think I beat one of the bosses, possibly a second one, but it's been a long time since I've played, so I'm still just kind of trying to pick up the controls and kind of remember how I'm playing things through. While we could skip the tutorial, kind of makes sense just to kind of run through it. If you haven't picked this up, you really should do it. Something you can pick up fairly cheap now, and it's a really, really good, fun little game as well. Very hectic, very kind of Twitch-based. Plays very, very well, though.
I mean, it is a roguelike. The clue's in the title, Rogue Legacy. If you're not quite sure what that means that there's randomly generated levels, random layouts and random enemies every time. It's incredibly difficult, and you do die a lot, and when you die, you go back to the beginning and start again. And the key in Rogue Legacy is to collect as much experience as you can from any run-through to upgrade your character, or your next character rather, because you play a different character every time you die, and run through it again with a little bit more experience, a little bit more abilities, more skills, and hopefully you'll get a little bit further than you did last time. One
of the things that I particularly enjoyed about this game was the sort of the almost inheritance system. I like the idea that you're playing all of the same lineage. That sits very, very pretty for us.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that was the tutorial there. We saw somebody run through the castle and kill the king, and then we appear now. We've got a level 2 character.
Oh, so, no, I'm not a level 2 character. I'm still
you're level 0. The training dummy is, in fact, 2 levels ahead of you.
Son of a bitch.
Doing 25 damage.
Paltry. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like the sort of the hub kind of everything, isn't it? Is we're kind of playing, we'll get people to turn up here, and that's kind of how we'll start developing what character or what future characters. This character is probably not destined to live very long.
So with character 1, after the tutorial, here we go. We're heading into the castle.
Should we read the little journal entries? Do you reckon?
I can't remember how long they are.
I don't think they're particularly long. We'll just leave them up on the screen and let people check them out if they want to.
I've got to do a bit of voice acting. Treason! An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together we will venture into the cursed woods and enter Castle Hamson.
Hamson seems like a strange name for a castle. I'll just put that out there.
Okay, fair enough.
Next.
This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumours say that within it dwells an item which will cure almost any ailment. Or indeed any ailment.
Any ailment.
I just inserted the almost my name.
Almost any ailment.
Everything apart from the herpes.
And a broken heart.
Oh, bless.
Okay.
Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name.
Right, that sets the scene. There we go, you can just make that what you will. So, levels are randomly generated. Look different, the castle, every time you come into the place. All sorts of feeders traps. I pressed down by accident, so I'm just gonna...
Oh, you see, now that took a good quarter of your health bar off there already. Now, gold is what you use to level up in this, so the aim is, on every run-through, to collect as much gold as possible before the inevitable death. I mean, I imagine there is somebody out there has completed this on the first run through at level 0. There's got to be. Yeah. I mean, theoretically it's possible, but yeah. I'm level 143 and I still can't do it.
And I'm still level 0. I'd just like to point out my excellent jumping prowess there before we move on. That was pretty snazzy.
If you really need a pat on the back, that was very well done.
Yeah, it's all coming back to us now. It's got to have been probably at least a year since I've picked this up, and actually as soon as I'm starting playing it again, I'm kind of wondering why I haven't returned to it. anytime sooner.
It really is Twitch gaming at its finest.
Right, okay.
So yeah, you'll notice that Gonzo's smashing absolutely everything on his way through.
I'm not going that way. That's not happening.
I mean, smashing everything in this game is the best way to get your gold, but you've been slain pretty much straight into the castle. So Sir Lee has been slain.
Oh.
Sir Lee is dead. And we're back to the title screen.
Choose
at this point you get to choose your heir. So do you want to talk us through this bit, mate?
Yeah, certainly. So as you can see, this is the character that we're just playing there. He's dead now, but luckily he's had some offspring. So we've got 3 different characters that we're going to pick. Each one is a slightly different class. Different classes enable you to get your hands on different kinds of abilities, and we'll explain more about that as and when we come to them. So we've got Lady Jenny. You'll see she's got a couple of traits. Dementia, she's insane. Hypochondriac, she tends to exaggerate. Each one of these has different kinds of effects on the game.
I remember the hypochondriac, you tend to exaggerate. When you get hit, it comes up saying you've took massive damage, and you've got no way of really telling exactly how much damage you have taken.
Yeah, some of them are just kind of like little minor things, like this guy, Dwarfism. He's a bit smaller. Stereo blind, can't see in 3D, just does something a little bit weird with his sprite. This guy conducts electricity really well.
Ooh, I don't remember that one. That must be new.
Yeah, there has been an update. I've still got the game sitting in my Steam library, and there has been an update, so maybe they've put some extra bits in.
Oh, well, why don't we try it? We'll see if anything happens. So he conducts electricity really well.
She does. Lady Lisa.
Oh, Lady Lisa the Barbarian.
Okay, come on, do not fail me. So, here we'll go. We can now use some of that gold that we picked up to unlock the smithy. As you can see, the smithy will help us, obviously, with we gather blueprints. They'll turn them into equipment that we can use. And
it unlocks various other paths on the actual skill tree there. So you've got health up at the bottom there, so you can pump your points to getting in a bit extra HP. What's at the bottom? That's mana up. So I think everyone knows what mana does by now in games.
I really hope so.
If you've played a game any time in the last 30 years, then you'll know that'll give you a pool from which to cast spells.
So I've taken a little health upgrade, as you've seen. I didn't play particularly well there. Has the blacksmith got anything to say? You're going to do the old voiceover bits for the blacksmith? Just for the first time.
Welcome, hero. Maybe you can help me. I used to be the greatest blacksmith in all the lands, but one day the monsters of this castle attacked my smithy and stole all my blueprints.
He's a bit camp, this blacksmith, isn't he?
Well, he is shirtless. Without those blueprints, I can only make cutlery and stuff. Please bring back any blueprints you find, and I will build the most amazing equipment ever. Ever! At a price, of course.
There's always a catch, isn't there?
Motherfucker.
So, here we go. We've got some basic equipment, as you can see. We've got sort of gloves, we've got torso, we've got helmet, we've got swords, we've got little capes as well.
Again, this stuff costs gold to unlock, so you've got to have an idea of a balancing act of where you want your gold to go, whether you want to invest it in a sword that'll buff your stats a little bit, or whether you want to actually go and increase the stats themselves on the level up screen. So, I mean, what you've seen so far on the level up screen is nothing compared to how complicated it gets. There's a lot of places to spend your points. It's got some
really... You see, that's why I like... We've got roguelike, we've got good RPG elements, we've got like random generation, a lot of replayability going on. It plays very well.
Oh, yes, here we go. This is another point of it. You've got 50 gold left over.
Yep.
But to get into the castle, you have to pay the toll. And the toll is
all
your gold. So you're starting from scratch every time. There are some advanced things on the level menu you can get where you have to pay a little bit less gold to get in the castle. But generally, it's always going to take at least the vast majority.
You're gonna. I was going to say you're going to do it again. I was just going to tease you.
There's no new entries yet. You have to find the new diary entries before.
Yeah, I was just going to try and bitch and moan and get you to do it all again. It seemed to make sense to do that.
So you'll notice that this layout is entirely different from the last time around.
Oh, now this bit of floor. Everybody knows what that means in gaming terms.
Yeah, the floor's a slightly different colour, and of course you can see that there's the chest on the map there. So what's that going to give us? Nice bit of... You see, you're already doing better than your first run through. You came out last time with 150 gold, you've got 170 now.
Now, the sense of patronisation is massive. Oh, God.
Yeah, in case anybody didn't get it, this game is absolutely rock solid.
See, that picture's moving!
Oh, nice. Now, they can be a real bitch in the opening game, those horrible portraits.
Got away with that fairly lucky.
So yeah, I mean, quick reactions are sort of key in this game, aren't they?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't tend to have them.
Particularly in this early stage. I mean, once you get further into it, the baddies in this opening stage, you can one-shot them pretty much, which makes it a lot easier. But when you have to hit them multiple times,
well, there we go.
you've got the axe spell there. No, I tend not to use spells much in this game.
I forget it's that fast paced. I generally just tend to attack, jump, get hit, and hopefully hit things more. So each class has its own kind of special ability, and then there's also another layer where you can get access to spells as well and change those spells up as you're going along. So as you saw there through a little, whoa, God Almighty, they're persistent, aren't they? This isn't going well for us.
It's not going well at all. But that's kind of the point. I mean, you've got enough gold for a couple of level ups, so even if you were to die here, you have made progress. And that's part of the game, isn't it? Progress in baby steps, almost.
Yeah. So I think some people's criticisms were that it feels a bit kind of grindy. Personally speaking, I never really found that. It can get frustrating at times, but I wouldn't say it's ever particularly grindy. It seems to me every time I kind of hit a bit of a kind of a brick wall, all it takes is you get one really lucky run, you end up with a ton of loot, it gives you a few more upgrades, and you get your, oh my god.
Well, it is grindy in a sense, but I don't mind it so much because every
this
time...
is going to go very badly very quickly. I really want that chest though.
Well, you're nearly dead, so why not make a suicide dash for it? Oh. Well, it is grindy by its very nature. I mean, that's the whole point of the game. If it wasn't grindy and you could just get through the game really quickly, then you could easily complete it within about 10-15 minutes. But I don't mind the fact that it's grindy because every time you come back to it, you seem to get a little bit further. So it does have that sense of progression.
Yeah, and the grinding aspect of it never felt like it was too much of a chore. You know, that's one of the big pulls for it as well.
It's also a great game if you've only got sort of 10 minutes to spare and you want a quick blast on something, because you can do a run in 10 minutes. I mean, you can come and you can happily spend an hour or two on it in one sitting, or you can come and you can spend one life, 5 minutes in one sitting. What are you doing here? You look like you're humming and hawing between the two options.
I'm thinking health is definitely something I need to work on. I need more health because I get hit a lot. But then I'm thinking as well, it would be quite good to upgrade the knight into a paladin, and that gives a blocking ability.
You've got 430 gold, you can get two and have some left over.
This is true, but what I'm also thinking is that blacksmith's got some fat loot out there, and I want to see if I can get maybe some basic upgrades on my weapons as well.
I think they were 250 each.
Okay, so let's work this out.
So you could buy, if you buy both of them, then that gives you exactly 250 left.
It does, yep, that makes sense. That's the way we're going to play it. We should have been quicker on the maths there. That was pretty poor mathematical ability on both accounts.
But you've chained your knights into paladins who get shields and can block shit, which is handy.
Certainly is. And then if we take that... Oh, that's went up slightly. I forgot as you level up things get more expensive.
So you can't afford.
Sneaky bastards. What would that be? That would be 280. So what's that? Equipment up, carrying capacity up. Yeah, I'm going to take that. And there we go. It locks into that, couple of little bits and pieces. So at the side there, get the architect. He can lock down the designs of your castle. An enchantress to help out with magical stuff. Generally, in most of these kinds of games, I tend to avoid magic users.
The architect's quite handy. That'll lock the castle down, so the next time you run through it, it'll be exactly the same as the previous time, so you don't have to learn the new layout. What it does mean, though, is that there is a significant reduction to the amount of treasure you can farm from it. So if you find a castle that's got good treasure, it can be worth it to lock it down and farm it a couple of times, but I think you end up giving 50% of your gold to the architect. Is it 50%?
I think so, yeah.
So while it can be good for farming, it does come at quite a steep price. That's good, 120 in the opening room. Can't complain about that.
Can't complain about that, though. Dire. Oh no.
So you're playing the rogue class, he's got reduced health but a higher chance of doing criticals, is that right?
I think so. I did just kind of pick without thinking. I'm very
honest. Well, that was pretty piss poor,
that
mate.
Was terrible. It's a roguelike, these things happen, we just get back on the horse. Okay, straight back in. Let's have a look. Got a knave, got a mage, got a paladin, colourblind.
I'll tell you what. When I put the video together, I'm going to keep count of the lives
right.
and how many lives it takes you to get through it.
Jesus, that's going to be some big numbers appearing.
By the end of it, yeah, I may have to move to quite a small font to fit the number of lives on the screen.
Okay, tell you what, just because, the point is as well, we can't take this gold with us, so it's worth just working out how we can spend it.
Mm-hmm. And working out the most efficient way of spending it so that you're carrying the least over. I mean, you say you don't want the Enchantress that much, but bearing in mind that every branch unlocks more things on top of it.
I'm going to play it safe. I'm taking more health. I need more health.
So this character must be colourblind.
Yeah.
So you get this nifty visual effect. Some of them have big gameplay impact, but some of them, like this, not so much.
Some of them are absolutely mind-bendingly, horribly game-breaking as well.
Some of them are impossible. I know we tend to avoid those ones, but it's going to be worth at least doing them once to show people.
Oh, bitch slapped.
I forget how brutal this game is at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to load up my saved game, you could confidently just walk through the opening level. Now, we say the castle is randomly generated. There is a little bit of uniformity to it, and that there's multiple sort of areas. So this is the castle level, which is the lowest level area. If you were to continue going east, eventually you'd hit like a forest area. Then there's a tower level above and the dungeon level underneath, and they're all different every time, but they do have a certain degree of uniformity in terms of you'll encounter tougher enemies in the forest than you will in the castle, and you'll encounter certain types of enemies.
Get away! They're the ones that I hate with a passion.
Well, don't be afraid to run away, you know. I mean, you could have run off the screen there and avoided the damage and then came back and dealt with them later.
Coward's word.
But, on the whole, every life, as we
say...
I
didn't see that. You see colour blindness?
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah.
You want to leave that one?
Yeah. Coward's word.
Well, you've got to choose your battles at this stage. So you can't take them all on.
Oh, trapped.
That, again, not a bad run. Making progress.
Lady Chun-Li.
Getting there.
Lady Chun-Li, bless her. Bury me with my money.
Absolutely not. No, spend all her money. Oh, let's do it. Vertigo. This is one of the game-breaking ones. This is one of the ones that's virtually impossible to run with.
If we are keeping like a little ticker counter going as well, I don't want this to count, because I never ever pick these guys.
They all count, but for the purposes of the video, we've got to show exactly how Vertigo works.
Okay, then. Tell you what, we've got... It's going to be 100. Take the Enchantress.
New tower, new abilities.
Okay.
Magic damage, and upgrade the mage class into the archmage.
Quite expensive, but that's not a bad way to go. Be 190 to get more health.
Well, you've got exactly 190, so it seems like a sensible investment.
It's already hurting my head, Ewok.
So, this is Vertigo. Oh. Have I tried playing a game upside down? I can't even fucking read that. I think you want to choose the one you're on.
Oh, I'm cricking my neck just trying to have a look at it.
Now, I hope we don't come across another diary which you expect me to read out.
That would be perfect. If anything's going to give us motivation to try and get my way through, that's the way we're going to play. Oh, look at the man!
Oh, nice one. Oh, excellent work.
Fluke.
Oh,
do no damage, I'm a friggin' mage. I don't even like playing as mages.
Well, use your spells. Don't forget your spells. Oh, I mean,
pressed the wrong button, I panicked.
You've got to at least shoot in the right direction.
Now I've got to... Oh.
Now you've got to go down and up.
Yeah,
and that's why we don't play with the Vertigo. So what's that say? Can you read any of that shit? Sir Kima has been slain by a...
Oh, fuck it, it's too much horrible. No, none of that. Okay, then what we got? Sir Hero. I mean, how could you not pick Sir Hero?
He's OCD.
Yeah.
Which is a beneficial one. You get extra magic points when you break things.
No Foot Pulse is a good one as well.
That's a good one as well. That means you don't set those floor spikes off. So there are good traits as well as bad traits.
Giant Lady Faye, who also happens to be gay as well,
which has no in-game effect as far as I can see.
Likes the ladies.
Likes the ladies.
Got
Sir Johnny, who's bald.
Well, seems like a bit of a...
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a no-brainer, really.
So 20 gold, don't think that'll get anything.
And don't forget the class special abilities as well. Although, do you Do you actually get them until you upgrade?
You've got to upgrade. So far we've upgraded the knight. The knight can now block,
which is handy.
Yep.
I think the knave, once you upgrade, you get a sort of little teleporting manoeuvre, don't you?
Possibly. I'm thinking, is that not maybe the Hokage? I can't remember.
It's been a while, mate. It's been a while.
It has. We'll find out as we get there. What are they doing?
Well,
Jump.
they're shooting nasty red blood tears at you. I'm not sure if the microphone will be able to pick that up, but Gonzo is sighing with great regularity every time he gets hit. It'd probably be better for the audience if you just like scream profanities instead.
Do you reckon?
I mean, they'd at least get that.
I'm aware that I've already swore quite a bit, and we're still kind of very early on here.
Well, we're not exactly going for PG-13 here.
This is true. Can I say fuck sticks?
You can say fuck stick. You can say motherfucking fucking fuck sticks if you want.
Oh, well, that's just gratuitous. There's nothing big or clever about swearing.
Tell that to Samuel L. Jackson. He's made a career out of it.
Does it very well, though.
He does it. He is the best.
The best at swearing.
The best at swearing. If there was an award for swearing, he'd win the motherfucking first prize.
Yeah, when I was at school, they were kind of like, "Oh, baby Gonzo, what would you like to do when you grow up?" And I was like, "I'd like to be the best at swearing." Not there yet, but I'm making an art of all my own.
Oh, so this is almost like a little
mini
boss.
stupid boss painting that's killed us.
And you could have got something for that, but no, you didn't. You failed.
Just, some people would call it grinding. I'm quite happy with the way that things are going.
I'll call it failing.
Yeah, that'll do. Dickhead. Right, okay then. Lady Teresa, the second. Barbarians have quite a good bit of health. She's got the no-foot pulse thing. Although I'm tempted to take this bold mage just because I like what happens when you load the game up. I'll demonstrate. Even though, as I said, I don't generally tend to pick mages. Look where it usually says loading down in the bottom right. And, well, very shortly.
Well, when it loads.
When we get
She's
there.
got a lovely beard. This lady mage of yours.
Is it a lady mage, is it?
I believe it is. She had a little bow. A little bow on the top of her helmet.
We'll take this just to see if we can get some other bits.
Yeah, I mean, it should unlock some stuff.
Gonna need it all anyway.
Upgrade Barbarian, attack up. Now that's a handy one.
Certainly is.
Because at the minute, everything's taken 2, sometimes even 3 hits. I think it's one of the key parts to getting through the first part of the dungeon, is to be able to one-shot things.
Totally. That's what we need. I mean, you've seen the amount of damage I've taken from relentless enemies that I can't really knock back. Definitely gives a big balding.
Balding. Is that the only effect of the balding trait?
As far as I can make out, but it's worth it. I like it.
I'd just like to point out that both myself and Gonzo have luscious heads of hair.
Yep, that is incredibly true.
Ooh, defeat all enemies.
Oh yeah, you're having a giraffe. Oh, he's not bad actually.
Yeah, totally, you can do this.
Don't
or
be a
maybe.
dick. Oh, the slowdown.
Oh, what's with the slowdown?
We're back. We're back.
I guess it's just Fraps putting a strain on the system there.
It was my awesomeness. It just couldn't handle it.
It couldn't handle the level of awesomeness. So you've got Vault Rune, which is pretty handy.
Yep.
So we'll come back to runes on the next run through.
Get out of the way, bloody spiky ball. No, these are spitting out fire fairly. Yeah.
Yeah, good timing there. Although, good use of the little invincibility window there.
Now.
Now this is a special area, as noted by the 2 statues. That's a teleport pad at the bottom, which you can use to visit any other teleport pads you've uncovered. And you get a teleport pad at each boss room. Is that right?
Yep, I think so.
And you get 1 teleport pad at the beginning when you first enter the castle, and you get 1 teleport pad at each of these spots, and this is where you move between the levels. So if Gonzo were to jump up there,
yeah,
he's now in the tower level.
We're not going to hang around there for very long, though.
Yeah, that's like the 3rd level, which is the 2nd most difficult. There are 4 levels in total.
Yeah, we're getting out of there.
So,
oh no,
woefully unequipped for the Maya, or the Maya, however you pronounce that.
Now I'm just thinking I'm going to die when I go down there anyway, so you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to go in here and just see if I can do a quick cash grab.
Yeah, avoid all the enemies.
That's not happening.
Try the other side. Avoid all the enemies,
Run!
just smash things. Oh! Bounced straight back.
Yeah, you can see we're woefully inequipped for the Maya.
But you do have a rune. Do you have to pay to unlock the runes?
I think we might do it and have a quick look.
I'll have a quick look. We'll do. I think we'll do one more.
Yeah, we'll not keep these too long. I know, like Kerbal, my Project Zomboid ones go on for quite a bit of time, but you know, can't give you everything you want at once. What would be the fun in that?
Sir Lancelot, what's his traits?
What about? I want Chun-Li the second.
Chun-Li the second. MP and HP pools are swapped. That's not going to be actually. Knaves tend to have quite a low HP pool. I'm not sure what the MP pools are like.
Peripheral vision
might be useful.
No peripheral vision, tunnel vision.
Yeah, I think that gives you a really small field of view. Let's have a look.
We'll soon find out. Okay, then we've got 220. I'll tell you what, we're going to quickly nip to see this blacksmith. I think we might need to find a cape.
Well, the runes go with the enchantress.
Just double checking. I think we might need a cape in order to put them on.
Hello, hero.
Go on.
Could I borrow your ear for a moment? I'm in need of your help.
I hope this woman talks for fucking ages.
I used to be a very powerful enchantress, but one day the monsters of this castle invaded my dreams and stole my knowledge. I can't talk like that.
Purple.
They encased that knowledge in runes, and without those runes, I suck at my job. Please, hero, if you find any runes, bring them back to me, and I'll sell them back to you at a profit.
I am so turned on right now, that's insane. Okay then, so we've picked up a rune, Sprint
rune. I don't think that's what you picked up. That must be a default one that they start with, or maybe we picked it up earlier. I think you got a vault rune for the cape. And there's a vault. Obviously, she must start with a few to give you that one.
A little bit of a taste. Like most drug dealers, the first taste's free.
But I find that the vault rune is one of the handiest runes you can get in the game.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where I've naturally just assumed that I've had it when I've been running around and panicking and tried it there, so we're definitely going to pick that up.
So when you've got that equipped, that gives you the capacity to do double jump, as Gonzo has just demonstrated.
There we go.
That's very useful for avoiding monsters and obstacles and all sorts of shit.
I feel very naked without the old double jump.
I never go into battle without a vault rune if I can help it. I mean, the other rune's definitely beneficial, but the vault rune is a must-have.
Son of a bitch.
Pussy. Oh, sweet. Sweet as a nut. Now this looks like a pretty dangerous starting room.
We're naked. It's just all about recognising the patterns.
It is patterns and timing.
That's, you see, unfortunately, that doesn't suit me particularly well. I tend to be very kind of like impulsive. I just tend to go for stuff. And
well, I mean, that's definitely a necessity in the game as well. You need the patterns, but you also need the ability to work on the fly.
Get rid of that little dickhead.
Ooh, bloody hell, you moved a little bit early there, didn't you?
I did, I panicked. But we're sorted. Okay.
That zombie's going to be a bit of a bitch. Nice.
Yeah, that was
pretty sweet.
Oh, now here we can do the little down jumpy things, but I'd suck at doing them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Double jump!
Forgot I had the double jump there, just when I could have used it the most.
Indeed. Oh, nice with the critical. I say nice.
Passable.
Oh, excellent. I didn't even spot that. And you were straight in there. Not even a moment's hesitation.
I think I missed one back there, but what am I going to do?
Oh, yeah, you're not the best with the down jumps. You're dead next hit.
Alright, we'll manage.
Oh, hang on. Will that restore your health?
Let's have a look. Certainly will.
No, it gave you Charon's O-Ball. Oh, yes, that's right. These statues give you all the random items, and the random items have different effects, and I can't remember what any of them do. So I have no idea what Charon's O-Ball does.
It's not tied in with any of my buttons, so it doesn't look as though it's anything particularly
Sometimes
active.
they lead you towards things, sometimes they give you some sort of passive effect. We're probably going to have to learn them all again from scratch, to be honest.
Oh, that sucked. Oh, well then.
I guess with Lady Chun-Li's death, we'll we'll bring an end to this one.
Yeah, if anybody wants to...
Do your levelling up first.
Okay, we'll do the levelling up.
Before we do the quit. Let's see how far we've got.
Okay.
Could you go back to that guy and see what his spell is? The one below Lady Lisa. Quantum Translocate. Ah, that's a teleport one. I was wondering what that was.
Barbarian? No, I'll take the Barbarian. We'll quickly jump in and level up. If anybody wants to see any more of this, obviously drop a comment, let me know what you think as well. I'm quite happy to kind of carry on playing this, but it seems pointless to do it if nobody's going to enjoy watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of these ones that's going to be a slow burner because it's going to take a little while before we get to the next phase, but I mean, think about where we've got so far. We've done 10 levels up.
Yep.
We're still not getting very far, but 10 levels up. Same amount of damage because you haven't increased your damage that much.
I'll practice my down jumps.
I think you've made some progress.
Yeah, I think... bearing in mind, I haven't actually picked up the game and controlled it. It's not like we had like kind of a dummy run or anything like that, more than about 10 seconds to make sure that the game worked with fraps before we started recording. So, very kind of rusty, but we'll pick it up as we go along. Hopefully there'll be some new bits and pieces that have been included in the last update. I think there was a big update.
Well, we've already noticed that there's a couple of traits that we haven't recognised, so presumably we're going to have some more surprises creep up on us.
I'm looking forward to it. So if you do enjoy the video, please drop a like, comment or subscription, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.